Shrimp. Noun. Any of many swimming, often edible crustaceans, chiefly of the infraorder Caridia or the suborder Dendrobranchiata, with slender legs, long whiskers and a long abdomen. Verb. To fish for shrimp. Destiny. Noun. That to which any person or thing is destined. A predetermined state, a condition predestined by the divine or by human will. Interviews. Noun. An official face-to-face meeting of monarchs or other important figures. Verb. To ask questions of somebody. To have an interview. Outlet. Noun. Event or similar passage to allow the escape of something. Post. Noun. A long dowel or plank protruding from the ground. A fence post. A light post. Verb. To hang. A notice. In a conspicuous manner for general review. Payment. Noun. The act of paying. Schedule. Noun. A slip of paper. A short note. Verb. To create a time schedule. Arm. Noun. The portion of the upper human appendage. From the shoulder to the wrist and sometimes including the hand. Verb. To take by the arm. To take up in one's arms. Inspector. Noun. A person employed to inspect something. Lyrics. Noun. A lyric poem. Noun. The words to a song, or other vocal music. Research. Noun. Diligent inquiry or examination to seek or revise facts, principles, theories, applications, etc. Laborious or continued search after truth. Verb. To search or examine with continued care. To seek diligently. Bravery. Noun. Usually uncountable, being brave, courageousness. Gradually. Adverb. In a gradual manner, making slow progress, slowly. Dependency. Noun. A state of dependence, a refusal to exercise initiative. Discussion. Noun. Conversation or debate concerning a particular topic. Queen. Noun. A female monarch. Example. Queen Victoria. Verb. To make a queen. Boyfriend. Noun. A male partner in an unmarried romantic relationship. Mode. Noun. One of several ancient Greek scales. Attempt. Noun. The action of trying at something. Verb. To try. Demos. Noun. A demonstration or visual explanation. Disgusts. Verb. To cause an intense dislike for something. Prioritize. Verb. To arrange or list a group of things in order of priority or importance. Cluster. Noun. A group or bunch of several discrete items that are close to each other. Verb. To form a cluster or group. Headed. Adjective. Of a sheet of paper, having the sender's name, address, etc. pre-printed at the top. Affordable. Adjective. Able to be afforded, inexpensive or reasonably priced. Put. Noun. A right to sell something at a predetermined price. Verb. To place something somewhere. Enthusiastic. Adjective. With zealous fervor, excited, motivated. Hunt. Noun. The act of hunting. Verb. To find or search for an animal in the wild with the intention of killing the animal for its meat. Or for sport. Multiplexed. Verb. To interleave several activities. Slippery. Adjective. Of a surface. Having low friction. Often due to being covered in a non-viscous liquid. And therefore hard to grip. Hard to stand on without falling. Etc. Hash. Noun. Food. Especially meat and potatoes. Chopped and mixed together. Verb. To chop into small pieces. To make into a hash. Fireworks. Noun. A device using gunpowder and other chemicals which, when lit, emits a combination of colored flames, sparks, whistles or bangs, and sometimes made to rocket high into the sky before exploding. Used for entertainment or celebration. Noun. An event or a display where fireworks are set off. Constitutional. Noun. A walk that is taken regularly for good health and well-being. Adjective. relating to a legal or political constitution. Disappeared. Verb, to vanish. Adjective, often of a political dissident, cause to disappear. Seeking. Verb, to try to find, to look for, to search for. Noun, the act of one who seeks. A search or quest to find something. Adjective, in combination, that seeks something specified. Nearest. Adjective, physically close. Preposition, closest to. Generation. Noun, the fact of creating something, or bringing something into being. Production, creation. Massacre. Noun, the killing of a considerable number. Usually limited to people, where little or no resistance can be made. With indiscriminate violence. Without necessity. And contrary to civilized norms. Verb, to kill in considerable numbers where little or no resistance can be made. With indiscriminate violence. Without necessity. And contrary to civilized norms. Often limited to the killing of human beings. Counted. Verb, to recite numbers in sequence. Noun, lines. Courtesy. Noun, polite behavior. Adjective, given or done as a polite gesture. Verb, to make a curtsy. Skipped. Verb, to move by hopping on alternate feet. Complete. Noun, a completed survey. Verb, to finish. To make done. To reach the end. Adjective, with all parts included. With nothing missing. Full. Rings. Noun, physical. A solid object in the shape of a circle. Verb, to enclose or surround. Noun, the resonant sound of a bell. Or a sound resembling it. Verb, of a bell, etc. To produce a resonant sound. Noun, an algebraic structure which consists of a set with two binary operations. An additive operation and a multiplicative operation. Such that the set is an abelian group under the additive operation. A monoid under the multiplicative operation. And such that the multiplicative operation is distributive with respect to the additive operation. Noun, a gymnastics apparatus and discipline consisting of two rings suspended from a bar. Brute. Noun, an animal seen as being without human reason. A senseless beast. Verb, to shape. Diamonds. By grinding them against each other. Adjective, without reason or intelligence. Of animals. John. Noun, a prostitute's client. Mayoral. Adjective, relating to a mayor, or the office of the mayor. Bringing. Verb, detransitive. To transport toward somebody, somewhere. Noun, the act by which something is brought. Mindful. Adjective, being aware. Of something, attentive, heedful. Primitive. Noun, an original or primary word. A word not derived from another. As opposed to derivative. Adjective, of or pertaining to the beginning or origin. Or to early times. Original. Primordial. Primeval. First. Manipulating. Verb, to move, arrange or operate something using the hands. Gospel. Noun, the first section of the Christian New Testament scripture. Comprising the books of Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. Concerned with the life, crucifixion, death, resurrection, and teachings of Jesus. Verb, to instruct in the gospel. Station. Noun, a stopping place. Verb, usually passive, to put in place to perform a task. Extract. Noun, something that is extracted or drawn out. Verb, to draw out, to pull out, to remove forcibly from a fixed position, as by traction or suction, etc. Deployment. Noun, an arrangement or classification of things. Prison. Noun, a place or institution of confinement, especially of long-term confinement for those convicted of serious crimes or otherwise considered undesirable by the government. Verb, to imprison. Fifth. Noun, the person or thing in the fifth position. Verb, to support something fifth, after four others have already done so. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 5. Platform. Noun. A raised stage from which speeches are made and on which musical and other performances are made. Verb. To furnish with or shape into a platform. Form. Noun. Heading. Physical. To do with shape. Verb. To assume a certain shape or visible structure. Carving. Verb. To cut. Noun. A carved object. Barista. Noun. A person who prepares coffee in a coffee shop for customers. Reason. Noun. A cause. Verb. To deduce or come to a conclusion by being rational. Bulbs. Noun. Any solid object rounded at one end and tapering on the other. Possibly attached to a larger object at the tapered end. Verb. To take the shape of a bulb. To swell. Focus. Noun. A point at which reflected or refracted rays of light converge. Verb. Followed by on or upon. To concentrate one's attention. Aviator. Noun. An aircraft pilot. The use of the word may imply claims of superior airmanship, as in Navy aviator versus Air Force pilot. Perhaps. Noun. An uncertainty. Adverb. Modifies a verb, indicating a lack of certainty. Excluded. Verb. To bar someone from entering. To keep out. Necklace. Noun. An article of jewelry that is worn around the neck, most often made of a string of precious metal, pearls, gems, beads or shells, and sometimes having a pendant attached. Verb. To informally execute by necklacing. By setting on fire a petrol-filled rubber tire which has been put around the bound victim's neck. Drive. Noun. Motivation to do or achieve something. Ability coupled with ambition. Verb. To provide an impetus for motion or other physical change. To move an object by means of the provision of force thereto. Activities. Noun. The state or quality of being active. Activeness. Messes. Noun. A disagreeable mixture or confusion of things. Hence. A situation resulting from blundering or from misunderstanding. Disorder. Verb. Transitive. Often used with up. To make untidy or dirty. Noun. Mass. A church service. Verb. To take meals with a mess. Compassion. Noun. Deep awareness of the suffering of another, coupled with the wish to relieve it. Verb. To pity. Ninth. Noun. The person or thing in the ninth position. Verb. To lose a ninth. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 9. Empathetic. Adjective. Showing empathy for others, and recognizing their feelings. Empathic. Debugging. Verb. To search for and eliminate malfunctioning elements or errors in something, especially a computer program or machinery. Noun. The process of finding and resolving bugs or defects that prevent correct operation of computer software or a system. Display. Noun. A show or spectacle. Verb. To show conspicuously. To exhibit. To demonstrate. To manifest. Poke. Noun. A prod, jab, or thrust. Verb. To prod or jab with an object such as a finger or a stick. Looks. Noun. One's appearance or attractiveness. Senders. Noun. Someone who sends. Crossed. Verb. To make or form a cross. Adjective. Marked by a line drawn crosswise, often denoting cancellation. Bias. Noun. Inclination towards something. Predisposition. Partiality. Prejudice. Preference. Predilection. Verb. To place bias upon. To influence. Adjective. Inclined to one side. Swelled on one side. Adverb. In a slanting manner. Crosswise. Obliquely. Diagonally. Mute. Noun. A stopped consonant. A stop. Verb. To silence. To make quiet. Adjective. Not having the power of speech. Dumb. Consensus. Noun. A process of decision-making that seeks widespread agreement among group members. Lengthened. Verb. to make longer, to extend the length of. Detect. Verb, to discover or find by careful search, examination, or probing. Adjective, detected. Nutritious. Adjective, of food or drink, providing nutrients, healthy to eat. Fault. Noun, a defect, something that detracts from perfection. Verb, to criticize, blame or find fault with something or someone. Cluster. Noun, a group or bunch of several discrete items that are close to each other. Verb, to form a cluster or group. Listen. Noun, an instance of listening. Verb, to pay attention to a sound or speech. Famous. Verb, to make famous, to bring renown to. Adjective, well known. Android. Noun, a robot that is designed to look and act like a human being. Not necessarily male. Adjective, possessing human qualities. Field. Noun, a land area free of woodland. Cities and towns. Open country. Verb, to intercept or catch a ball and play it. Retroactive. Adjective, extending in scope, effect, application or influence to a prior time or to prior conditions. Expedition. Noun, the act of expediting something. Prompt execution. Verb, to take part in a trip or expedition. To travel. Pollution. Noun, the desecration of something holy or sacred. Defilement, profanation. Proactive. Adjective, acting in advance to deal with an expected change or difficulty. Deadline. Noun, a time limit in the form of a date on or before which something must be completed. Verb, to render an item non-mission capable. To ground an aircraft, etc. Lifting. Verb, to raise or rise. Noun, the action or process by which something is lifted. Elevation. Maybe. Noun, something that is possibly true. Adjective, possible. Uncertain. Adverb, modifies a verb, indicating a lack of certainty. It may be that. Searching. Verb, to look in a place for something. Noun, search. Hunt. Adjective, of an investigation, etc. Thorough. Referring. Verb, to direct the attention of. Noun, the act by which somebody or something is referred. A reference. Calibration. Noun, the act of calibrating something. Dead. Noun, with the. A demonstrative, or a possessive. Those who have died. Noun, often with the. Time when coldness, darkness, or stillness is most intense. Noun, usually plural. Sterile mining waste. Often present as many large rocks stacked inside the workings. Verb, to prevent by disabling. Stop. Adjective, no longer living. Adverb, degree. Exactly. Formed. Verb, to assume a certain shape or visible structure. Designing. Verb, to plan and carry out a picture, work of art, construction, etc. Noun, a process of design. Adjective, artful, scheming. Represented. Verb, to present again or anew. To present by means of something standing in the place of. To exhibit the counterpart or image of. To typify. Civilian. Noun, a person following the pursuits of civil life, especially one who is not an active member of the armed forces. Adjective, not related to the military, police or other professions. Earring. Noun, a piece of jewelry worn on the ear. Dressmaker. Noun, a person who makes tailor-made women's clothes. Digest. Verb, to distribute or arrange methodically. To work over and classify. To reduce to portions for ready use or application. Freeway. Noun, a road designed for safe, high-speed operation of motor vehicles through the elimination of at-grade intersections. Usually divided and having at least 2 lanes in each direction. A dual carriageway with no at-grade crossings. A motorway. Overheads. Noun, the expense of a business not directly assigned to goods or services provided. Noun. An overhead projector. Relatively. Adverb. Proportionally, in relation to some larger scale thing. Hairdresser. Noun. A person who cuts or styles hair as an occupation or profession. Preparation. Noun. The act of preparing or getting ready. Rent. Noun. A payment made by a tenant at intervals in order to occupy a property. Verb. To occupy premises in exchange for rent. Hotel. Noun. A large townhouse or mansion, a grand private residence, especially in France. Hour. Noun. A time period of 60 minutes, 1/24 of a day. Disaster. Noun. An unexpected natural or man-made catastrophe of substantial extent causing significant physical damage or destruction, loss of life or sometimes permanent change to the natural environment. Defaults. Noun. The condition of failing to meet an obligation. Verb. To fail to meet an obligation. Preparing. Verb. To make ready for a specific future purpose. To set up. To assemble or equip. Noun. Preparation. Parallel. Noun. One of a set of parallel lines. Verb. To construct or place something parallel to something else. Adjective. Equally distant from one another at all points. Adverb. With a parallel relationship. Shelter. Noun. A refuge, haven or other cover or protection from something. Verb. To provide cover from damage or harassment. To shield. To protect. Reluctant. Adjective. Opposing. Offering resistance to. Difficulty. Noun. The state of being difficult, or hard to do. Poison. Noun. A substance that is harmful or lethal to a living organism. Verb. To use poison to kill or paralyze somebody. Mortgage. Noun. A special form of secured loan where the purpose of the loan must be specified to the lender. To purchase assets that must be fixed, not movable, property, such as a house or piece of farmland. The assets are registered as the legal property of the borrower, but the lender can seize them and dispose of them if they are not satisfied with the manner in which the repayment of the loan is conducted by the borrower. Once the loan is fully repaid, the lender loses this right of seizure and the assets are then deemed to be unencumbered. Verb. To borrow against a property. To obtain a loan for another purpose by giving away the right of seizure to the lender over a fixed property such as a house or piece of land. To pledge a property in order to get a loan. Oncologist. Noun. A doctor or scientist who specializes in oncology. Amplifier. Noun. Anything that amplifies, or makes something larger or more intense. Bin. Noun. A flying insect. Of the clade Anthophila within the Hymenopteran superfamily Apoidea. Known for its organized societies, though only a minority have them. For collecting pollen and, in some species, producing wax and honey. Illusionist. Noun. One who works with illusion or sleight of hand. Recess. Noun. A break, pause or vacation. Verb. To inset into something, or to recede. Adjective. Remote, distant, in time or place. Outside. Noun. The part of something that faces out. The outer surface. Adjective. Of or pertaining to the outer surface. Limit or boundary. Adverb. To or in the outdoors or outside. To or in an area that is beyond the scope, limits or borders of a given place. Preposition. On the outside of, not inside, something, such as a building. Log. Noun. The trunk of a dead tree, cleared of branches. Verb. To cut trees into logs. Sequence. Noun. A set of things next to each other in a set order. A series. Verb. To arrange in an order. Accomplishments. Noun. The act of accomplishing, completion, fulfillment. Smartphone. Noun. A mobile phone with more advanced features and greater computing capacity than a feature phone. Inclusion. Noun, an addition or annex to a group, set, or total. Fat. Noun, a specialized animal tissue with a high oil content, used for long-term storage of energy. Verb, to make fat, to fatten. Adjective, carrying more fat than usual on one's body. Plump, not lean or thin. Adjective, originally African American vernacular English. Excellent, cool, very good. Potential. Noun, currently unrealized ability, with the most common adposition being to. Adjective, existing in possibility, not in actuality. Scarf. Noun, a long, often knitted, garment worn around the neck. Verb, to throw on loosely, to put on like a scarf. 18. Numeral, the cardinal number occurring after 17 and before 19. Represented in Roman numerals as 18 and in Arabic numerals as 18. Portfolio. Noun, a case for carrying papers, drawings, photographs, maps and other flat documents. Meaningless. Adjective, lacking meaning. Portrayal. Noun, the act of portraying. Continues. Noun, an option allowing a gamer to resume play after game over, when all lives have been lost. Verb, to proceed with, doing an activity, to prolong an activity. Has. Verb, to possess, own. Originally. Adverb, as it was in the beginning. Configuration. Noun, form, as depending on the relative disposition of the parts of a thing's shape. Figure, form factor. Increased. Verb, of a quantity, etc. To become larger or greater. Esteem. Noun, favorable regard. Verb, to set a high value on. To regard with respect or reverence. Industry. Noun, the tendency to work persistently. Diligence. Opening. Verb, to make something accessible or allow for passage by moving from a shut position. Noun, an act or instance of making or becoming open. Adjective, pertaining to the start or beginning of a series of events. Mental. Adjective, of or relating to the mind or an intellectual process. National. Noun, a subject of a nation. Adjective, of or having to do with a nation. Advancement. Noun, the act of advancing, promotion to a higher place or dignity. Golfer. Noun, someone who plays golf. Infrastructure. Noun, systems theory, an underlying base or foundation especially for an organization or system. Shine. Noun, brightness from a source of light. Verb, to emit light. Auditorium. Noun, a large room for public meetings or performances. Cousin. Noun, the child of a person's uncle or aunt, a first cousin. Olive. Noun, a tree, Olea europaea, cultivated since ancient times in the Mediterranean for its fruit and the oil obtained from it. Adjective, of a grayish-green color. That of an unripe olive. Happily. Adverb, by chance, perhaps. Massive. Noun, a homogeneous mass of rock. Not layered and without an obvious crystal structure. Adjective, very large in size or extent. Apparent. Adjective, capable of being seen, or easily seen. Open to view. Visible to the eye. Eyely. Within sight or view. Drive. Noun, motivation to do or achieve something. Ability coupled with ambition. Verb, to provide an impetus for motion or other physical change. To move an object by means of the provision of force thereto. Crowds. Noun, a group of people congregated or collected into a close body without order. Verb, to press forward. To advance by pushing. Noun, now dialectal. A fiddle. Verb, to play on a crowd. To fiddle. Noun, an archaic stringed instrument associated particularly with Wales, though once played widely in Europe, and characterized by a vaulted back and enough space for the player to stop each of the 6 strings on the fingerboard. Discussing. Verb, to converse or debate concerning a particular topic. Lampshade. Noun. A cover over a lamp to either diffuse the light or to block it in certain directions to avoid glare. In the eyes. Verb. To intentionally call attention to the improbable, incongruent, or cliched nature of an element or situation featured in a work of fiction within the work itself. Jerky. Adjective, characterized by physical jerking. Soon. Adjective, short in length of time from the present. Adverb, immediately, instantly. Elite. Noun. A special group or social class of people which have a superior intellectual, social or economic status as the elite of society. Adjective. Of high birth or social position. Aristocratic or patrician. Clears. Verb. To remove obstructions, impediments or other unwanted items from. Noun. A relatively strong, coarse flour that has only been sifted once. Quotation. Noun. A fragment of a human expression that is repeated by somebody else. Most often a quotation is taken from literature or speech, but also scenes from a movie, elements of a painting, a passage of music, etc. may be quoted. Menu. Noun. The details of the food to be served at a banquet. A bill of fare. Infrared. Noun. Electromagnetic radiation of a wavelength longer than visible light, but shorter than microwave radiation, having a wavelength between 700 nanometers and 1 millimeter. Adjective. Having the wavelength in the infrared. Greater. Adjective. Relatively large in scale, size, extent, number, i.e. having many parts or members. Or duration, i.e. relatively long, very big. Noun. An accepted, but deprecated and rarely used SI unit of area equal to 100 square meters, or a former unit of approximately the same extent. Symbol. Attract. Verb. To pull toward without touching. Cut out. Verb. To refrain from doing something, using something, etc. To stop, cease doing something. Adjective. Well suited, appropriate, fit for a particular activity or purpose. Depressed. Verb. To press down. Adjective. Unhappy, despondent. Chew. Noun. The act of chewing, mastication with the mouth. Verb. To crush with the teeth by repeated closing and opening of the jaws. Done to food to soften it and break it down by the action of saliva before it is swallowed. Scans. Noun. Close investigation. Verb. To examine sequentially, carefully, or critically. To scrutinize. To behold closely. Dishes. Noun. A vessel such as a plate for holding or serving food, often flat with a depressed region in the middle. Verb. To put in a dish or dishes. Serve. Usually food. Noun. Dishwashing. Involve. Verb. To roll or fold up. To wind round. To entwine. Frequency. Noun. The rate of occurrence of anything. The relationship between incidents and time period. Hole. Noun. A hollow place or cavity. An excavation. A pit. An opening in or through a solid body. A fabric, etc. A perforation. A rent. A fissure. Verb. To make holes in. An object or surface. Employees. Noun. An individual who provides labor to a company or another person. Hook. Noun. A rod bent into a curved shape, typically with one end free and the other end secured to a rope or other attachment. Verb. To attach a hook to. Amount. Noun. The total, aggregate or sum of material. Not applicable to discrete numbers or units or items in standard English. Verb. Followed by to. To total or evaluate. Divide. Noun. A thing that divides. Verb. To split or separate something into two or more parts. Impacted. Verb. To collide or strike, the act of impinging. Adjective. Having undergone an impact. Processing. Verb. To perform a particular process on a thing. Verb. To walk in a procession. Noun. The action of the verb to process. Atomic. Noun. An atomic operation. Adjective. Of or relating to atoms. Composed of atoms. Monatomic. Internet. Noun. Any set of computer networks that communicate using the Internet protocol. An intranet. Verb. To use the Internet. To search for something using the Internet. To surf the Internet. Cooker. Noun. A device for heating food, a stove. Drained. Verb. To lose liquid. Adjective. Lacking motivation and energy. Very tired. Knackered. Memories. Noun. The ability of the brain to record information or impressions with the facility of recalling them. Later it will. Rock. Noun. A formation of minerals, specifically. Parrot. Noun. A kind of bird, many species of which are colorful and able to mimic human speech. Of the order Psittaciformes or, narrowly, of the family Psittacidae. Verb. To repeat exactly what has just been said, without necessarily showing understanding, in the manner of a parrot. Factor. Noun. A doer. Maker. A person who does things for another person or organization. Verb. To find all the factors of a number or other mathematical object. The objects that divide it evenly. Shooting. Verb. To launch a projectile. Noun. An instance of shooting with a gun or other weapon. Deployment. Noun. An arrangement or classification of things. Snow. Noun. The frozen, crystalline state of water that falls as precipitation. Verb. To have snow fall from the sky. Broadcasting. Verb. To transmit a message or signal through radio waves or electronic means. Noun. The business or profession of radio and television. Adjective. Sending in all directions. Opera. Noun. A theatrical work, combining drama, music, song and sometimes dance. Parallelized. Verb. To make parallel, to each other. Misunderstandings. Noun. A mistake as to the meaning of something or a specific point of view. Erroneous interpretation or comprehension. Misconception. Smoking. Verb. To inhale and exhale the smoke from a burning cigarette, cigar, pipe, etc. Adjective. Giving off smoke. Managed. Verb. To direct or be in charge of. Programming. Verb. To enter a program or other instructions into a computer or other electronic device. To instruct it to do a particular task. Noun. The designing, scheduling or planning of a radio or television program. Anger. Noun. A strong feeling of displeasure, hostility or antagonism towards someone or something, usually combined with an urge to harm. Verb. To cause such a feeling of antagonism in. Honeymoon. Noun. The period of time immediately following a marriage. Verb. To have a honeymoon. A trip taken by a couple after wedding. Couple. Noun. Two partners in a romantic or sexual relationship. Verb. To join two things together, or one thing to another. Adjective. Two or a small number of. Coalition. Noun. A temporary group or union of organizations, usually formed for a particular advantage. Occupy. Verb. Of time, to take or use. Planing. Verb. To smooth wood with a plane. Verb. To move in a way that lifts the bow of a boat out of the water. Noun. The act by which something is planed. Adjectives. Noun. Grammar. A word that modifies a noun or describes a noun's referent. Verb. To make an adjective of. To form or convert into an adjective. Besides. Adverb. Also. In addition. Preposition. In addition to. Spreadsheet. Noun. A sheet of paper, marked with a grid, in which financial data is recorded and totals calculated manually. Verb. To model or compute by means of a spreadsheet. Largest. Adjective, of considerable or relatively great size or extent. Failures. Noun, state or condition of not meeting a desirable or intended objective, opposite of success. Champion. Noun, an ongoing winner in a game or contest. Verb, to promote, advocate, or act as a champion for a cause, etc. Adjective, acting as a champion that has defeated all one's competitors. Balance. Noun, a state in which opposing forces harmonize. Equilibrium. Verb, to bring items to an equipoise, as the scales of a balance by adjusting the weights. Industrialist. Noun, a person involved in the ownership or management of an industrial enterprise. Diversity. Noun, the quality of being diverse or different, difference or unlikeness. Overwhelmed. Verb, to engulf, surge over and submerge. Election. Noun, a process of choosing a leader. Members of parliament, councillors or other representatives by popular vote. Lose. Verb, to cause something to cease to be in one's possession or capability due to unfortunate or unknown circumstances, events or reasons. Chicken. Noun, a domestic fowl, gallus gallus, especially when young. Adjective, cowardly. Cluster. Noun, a group or bunch of several discrete items that are close to each other. Verb, to form a cluster or group. Represented. Verb, to present again or anew. To present by means of something standing in the place of. To exhibit the counterpart or image of. To typify. Allowance. Noun, permission, granting, conceding, or admitting. Verb, to put upon a fixed allowance, especially of provisions and drink. Puppy. Noun, a young dog, especially before sexual maturity. 12 to 18 months. Verb, to bring forth whelps or give birth to pups. Routines. Noun, a course of action to be followed regularly, a standard procedure. Compulsory. Noun, something that is compulsory or required. Adjective, required, obligatory, mandatory. Held. Verb, to grasp or grip. Die. Verb, to stop living, to become dead, to undergo death. Give. Noun, the amount of bending that something undergoes when a force is applied to it. A tendency to yield under pressure. Resilience. Verb, detransitive, to move, shift. Provide something abstract or concrete to someone or something or somewhere. Maturity. Noun, the state of being mature, ready or ripe. Equal. Noun, a person or thing of equal status to others. Verb, to be equal to have the same value as, to correspond to. Adjective, the same in all respects. Bungee. Noun, an elastic fabric-bound strap with a hook at each end, used for securing luggage. Engines. Noun, a large construction used in warfare, such as a battering ram, catapult, etc. Verb, to equip with an engine, said especially of steam vessels. Composition. Noun, the act of putting together, assembly. Agreement. Noun, an understanding between entities to follow a specific course of conduct. Invaluable. Adjective, of great value, costly, precious, priceless. Robotics. Noun, the science and technology of robots, their design, manufacture, and application. Necessity. Noun, the quality or state of being necessary, unavoidable, or absolutely requisite. Closing. Verb, physical, to remove a gap. Noun, the act by which something is closed. Adjective, pertaining to the finish or ending of a series of events, occurring at the end or after all others. Not. Noun, a unary operation on logical values that changes true to false, and false to true. Adverb, negates the meaning of the modified verb. Conjunction. And not. Interjection. 1990s. Used to indicate that the previous phrase was meant sarcastically or ironically. Glory. Noun. Great or overwhelming beauty or splendor. Verb. To exult with joy, to rejoice. Inspector. Noun. A person employed to inspect something. Investment. Noun. The act of investing, or state of being invested. Adhere. Verb. To stick fast or cleave, as a glutinous substance does, to become joined or united. Cache. Noun. A store of things that may be required in the future, which can be retrieved rapidly, protected or hidden in some way. Verb. To place in a cache. Beg. Noun. The act of begging, an imploring request. Verb. To request the help of someone, often in the form of money. Came. Preposition. Used to indicate that the following event, period, or change in state occurred in the past, after a time of waiting, enduring, or anticipation. Verb. To move from further away to nearer to. Verb. To have an orgasm. To feel the sensation of an orgasm. Families. Noun. A group of people who are closely related to one another by blood, marriage or adoption. Kin. For example, a set of parents and their children. An immediate family. Noun. A person belonging to a particular family. A close relative or relation. Reach. Noun. The act of stretching or extending. Extension. Verb. To extend, stretch, or thrust out. For example, a limb or object held in the hand. Instances. Noun. Urgency of manner or words. An urgent request. Insistence. Verb. To mention as a case or example. To refer to. To cite. Anthropologist. Noun. One who is versed in anthropology. Cappuccino. Noun. An Italian coffee-based beverage made from espresso and milk that has been steamed and or frothed. Negotiator. Noun. One who negotiates. Apparently. Adverb. Plainly, clearly, manifestly, evidently. Loosen. Verb. To make loose. Furious. Adjective. Feeling great anger, raging, violent. Folding. Verb. To bend any thin material, such as paper, over so that it comes in contact with itself. Verb. To confine animals in a fold. Noun. The action of folding. A fold. Adjective. Designed to fold, as a folding bed, a folding bicycle, a folding chair, etc. Crunch. Noun. A noisy crackling sound. The sound usually associated with crunching. Verb. To crush something, especially food, with a noisy crackling sound. Claim. Noun. A demand of ownership made for something. Verb. To demand ownership of. Cut out. Verb. To refrain from doing something, using something, etc. To stop, cease doing something. Adjective. Well suited, appropriate, fit for a particular activity or purpose. Duplication. Noun. The act of duplicating. Chain. Noun. A series of interconnected rings or links usually made of metal. Verb. To fasten something with a chain. All. Noun. With a possessive pronoun. Everything that one is capable of. Adjective. All gone. Dead. Adverb. Degree. Intensifier. Pronoun. Everything. Conjunction. Although. Shake. Noun. The act of shaking or being shaken. Tremulous or back and forth motion. Verb. To cause something to move rapidly in opposite directions alternatingly. Nut. Noun. A hard-shelled seed. Verb. Mostly in the form nutting. To gather nuts. Capacity. Noun. The ability to hold, receive or absorb. Adjective. Filling the allotted space. Engineering. Verb. To design, construct or manage something as an engineer. Noun. The application of mathematics and the physical sciences to the needs of humanity and the development of technology. Kebabs. Noun. A dish of pieces of meat, fish, or vegetables roasted on a skewer or spit, especially a doner kebab. Verb. To roast in the style of a kebab. Driver. Noun. One who drives something, in any sense of the verb to drive. Discovery. Noun. Something discovered. Ding. Noun. Very minor damage, a small dent or chip. Verb. To hit or strike. Hamburger. Noun. A hot sandwich consisting of a patty of cooked ground beef or a meat substitute. In a sliced bun. Sometimes also containing salad vegetables. Condiments. Or both. Help. Noun. Action given to provide assistance. Aid. Below. Adverb. In a lower place. Preposition. Lower in spatial position than. Noise. Noun. Various sounds, usually unwanted or unpleasant. Verb. To make a noise, to sound. Active. Noun. A person or thing that is acting or capable of acting. Adjective. Having the power or quality of acting. Causing change. Communicating action or motion. Acting. Opposed to passive. That receives. Football. Noun. General. A sport played on foot in which teams attempt to get a ball into a goal or zone defended by the other team. Verb. To play football. Dark. Adjective. Having an absolute or, more often, relative lack of light. Magnificent. Adjective. Grand, elegant or splendid in appearance. Congressman. Noun. A male member of Congress. Pastry. Noun. A baked food item made from flour and fat pastes such as pie crust. Also tarts, bear claws, Napoleons, puff pastries, etc. Primitive. Noun. An original or primary word. A word not derived from another. As opposed to derivative. Adjective. Of or pertaining to the beginning or origin. Or to early times. Original. Primordial. Primeval. First. Continuous. Adjective. Without stopping. Without a break, cessation, or interruption. Cognitive. Noun. Cognate. Adjective. Relating to the part of mental functions that deals with logic. As opposed to affective, which deals with emotions. Snacks. Noun. A light meal. Verb. To eat a light meal. Noun. A share. A part or portion. Verb. To snatch. Hard working. Adjective. Of a person, taking their work seriously and doing it well and rapidly. Manner. Noun. Mode of action. Way of performing or doing anything. Internship. Noun. A job taken by a student in order to learn a profession or trade. Accessible. Adjective. Easy of access or approach. Shin. Noun. The front part of the leg below the knee. The front edge of the shin bone. Shin bone. Verb. As shin up. To climb a mast, tree, rope, or the like. By embracing it alternately with the arms and legs. Without help of steps, spurs, or the like.